What's good, YouTube? Dragonman24 here, welcome you back to the channel for the next episode of the Fire Emblem Three Houses Blue Lions playthrough. We were picking up right where we left off in the last one. Today we jump into chapter 14, I believe. We are almost 180 hours into this game, and I have absolutely no regrets because this is... It's getting there, man. It's probably getting close to my favorite game of all time.
Azure Moon.
I love it
Guardian
so much.
Moon. The Delusional Prince.
Ooh, Dimitri.
Prince Dimitri and the remnants of the royal army join with the remaining Knights of Seiros to form a revitalized kingdom army. Using Garreg Mach as their base of operations, they rise to action against the Empire.
Alright, if you guys are excited for today's episode like I am so excited to be playing this game again. God, I love it so much. Please be sure to ring that notification bell so you don't miss an upload ever. Show some love, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know that you guys are enjoying it. Today's episode, again, will consist of probably some exploration, I would imagine. I want to talk to Dimitri because the Delusional Prince definitely it's definitely about him. Like, there's no one else it could be. I want to see what he has to say. Said the past 5 years have changed and we should check our units. I'll do that.
You? So you were alive after all.
Said it! Yes!
Professor, it is so good to see you again. My brother and I were worried about you.
Oh, thank the goddess. I couldn't bear the thought of letting Gerald down by not finding you.
Guess you lucked out. We've been looking everywhere for you.
The Knights of Seiros theme is so
I
good.
see Lady Rhea isn't with you. Damn.
Everyone was real worried about you, Professor.
Gilbert has told us everything. From here on, our strength is yours as well.
Does my heart well to see that all of you are safe. Now that we have all gathered, let's discuss our next course of action.
We have two objectives: to overthrow the Empire and to rescue Rhea. I have no objection to joining forces with you. After all, our interests are aligned.
Nothing could be more reassuring than securing the cooperation of the Knights of Seiros.
Thank you.
The Archbishop entrusted all of her affairs to you. From now on, I shall comply with your wishes.
We'll make Garreg Mach our base, and prepare to make our stand against the Empire. There is a fair amount of damage, but we will at least have shelter from the wind and rain.
Surely those Imperial jerks have this place staked out, right? It's a highly strategic location.
While it may be a strategic location, it's too far from the front lines to be worthy of notice at the moment. This area is inconvenient as far as transport time is concerned, so it's of little importance to their war effort.
Even so, nothing slips past the Emperor. It is safe to assume she at least has this place under surveillance.
Professor, what do you think about making this place our base?
I have no objections. Also, guys, I apologize for the background
Fortunately,
noise.
there are
I will
still
try to keep
villages
it to a
and
minimum.
hamlets nearby, and though I wouldn't call them abundant, we have war funds as well. What do you think, Your Highness?
Do as you please.
Hey, don't act like this doesn't concern you. We finally are reunited after all this time. We've got to work together.
She's right. In fact, why don't we all join forces and clean this place up a bit?
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. And it'll give us time to reminisce about all the good old days at the Academy. I can't wait.
How carefree of you.
It may sound trivial, but, well, I think it's a good idea.
I understand feeling impatient, Your Highness, but patience is key at a time like this. If we fix up our base, it will improve morale, which will be sorely needed as we...
Fools.
Let's all settle down.
Stay out of this.
Excuse you?
Please, calm
You don't speak to
yourself,
me
Your
like that.
Highness. We are not your enemies.
My enemies say the same.
What happened to him?
It's like he's a completely different person.
I
Yikes.
feel so bad for him. Would it help if I brewed him a nice pot of tea?
I cannot claim to understand how he feels. However, the way he's behaving, it's as though he's being haunted by some unseen force.
He wasn't always like this.
Perhaps.
Felix looks absolutely shocked. It's Ingra's birthday. We'll give her flowers.
Thank you.
Sure. Again, there's like construction going on outside my house, so sorry about the excess noise. Let's go ahead and check our peeps. Felix isn't there yet. Dimitri, you're something completely new. We have mastered Warlock, which means it's time for Violet to become something else. You know what? I think I kind of want to make her a trickster, because it is a faith class. So let's do that actually. Let's make you a trickster, because then we can finally start using the Sword of the Creator again, which will be nice. This is mainly so that I can see what kind of skills the trickster has. Dimitri, you're pretty much done with the main class line. Felix, you've mastered Swordmaster, so it might be time to try and make you a hero. You got a 76% pass rate. That's actually really decent. I'll give it a shot. You're gonna lose access to Astra, which is a bummer, but you do pass.
Easy.
I think making Felix a hero seems right. Ash, you've mastered Sniper. Am I gonna make you go straight to Bow Knight? I don't think so. Or maybe I will. I mean, we could certainly try. We don't have any Master Seals, but what are your chances of passing Bow Knight? Oh, your writing is really low. Alright, scratch that. We're going to go for Cavalier, I think. Get your riding up. But Hunter's Volley is too good to pass up. I'll have to think about Ash, probably off screen. Sylvain, my man, you're still not mastered Paladin. What a bummer. Mercedes, you're pretty much done. Annette, you're done. Ingrid, you're still working on that, but once you've mastered that, I think you're going straight to Pegasus Knight. Caspar's level 17, that's no bueno. Sedith is level 24, also no bueno. Flane's pretty low level. Man, a lot of our people are pretty low level. I think after Gilbert's mastered Armored Knight, we're gonna have to... Oh, I don't even know, man. I don't know what I want to do. Cyril, what are you doing right now? You're a brigand? That's fine. Let's go ahead and explore. And I think ooh, someone wants to speak to us right here. Wait, how much support do we have? Oh, we have a lot. Oh, okay, you know what? Let's do that first. We're curious to know how Annette's doing.
Oh, hi, Professor.
Did something happen?
Do you remember what we talked about before? About doing my best to not do my best? Well, I've been pretty busy recently, and despite my best efforts, I've been trying way too hard. I was busy all day yesterday with training and work. I just couldn't help myself. That's why I decided to take a day off today. It's just, now that I have a day off, I don't know what to do with myself. Please, you have to help me. What should I do?
Have a nap.
I tried that. I couldn't calm down enough to fall asleep.
Violet
I'm
was
sorry.
just gone.
I don't think I'm cut out for not
Absolutely.
doing my
That was
best.
so quick.
Oh! You're a professor. You must know some secret technique for deep relaxation, right? If
I think
you
a
do,
professor's
please
job is
teach
probably
me.
one of the most
I'm begging
stressful.
you. I'm at my wit's end.
Have a cup of tea.
Got it. I'll try that right now. This candy is so sweet and delicious, and it goes so well with piping hot tea. Ooh, and speaking of the tea, your brewing skills are incredible.
I try.
I'd love to be able to make such nice tea, but... Oh, Professor, will you teach me how to brew tea like this? I'll do my best to learn, and then I'll make delicious tea for you as thanks.
Is this doing your best?
Oh, sorry. Back to my old tricks, it seems. So, why is it so difficult to not do my best? I try and try to not try, but it just doesn't work.
Just be yourself.
Professor? You're right. Doing nothing is just not my style. To be myself, I've got to do my best every day.
That's the spirit.
Okay. Then you really must teach me how to make such delicious tea. You will, won't you? Please. Oh, and also, well, thank you. You've listened to me and helped me face my troubles. Now I feel like I can talk to you about anything. Honestly, I wish we could go on drinking tea like this forever.
Beautiful. And her motivation's maxed out. Alright, so let's go ahead and check out the rest of these supports. We do have support with Gilbert, but... it seems Dietrich is unable to deepen his bonds right now. Wow! Alright, well let's get Felix through a few good ones.
Sylvain, eat these.
What are these, Felix? Oh, hey, is this candy?
A girl in town gave them to me, but I don't want them.
Right. You don't like sweet stuff. Thanks. I'll eat them later. So, what do you need? Want me to help you get closer to a girl? Just point her out.
You're incorrigible. No, I wanted to thank you for your help in battle. If you hadn't spotted that enemy ambush, I would have been killed.
Nah, I didn't do anything special. Friends help each other out, especially on the battlefield. Just a little give and take, you know?
You never change.
Nope. I try to stay on an even keel.
You're always...
Always what?
Nothing.
Come on. If you've got something on your mind, then say it.
Maybe I'll tell you later, maybe I won't.
Fair enough. I'll be having something to eat while you're deciding whatever it is you're deciding. Actually, come with me. My treat. If you do want to talk, then I'm right there.
Okay, just this once. Only because you saved my life.
Free food, possible conversation, and when we're done, we can find some girls.
Oh god.
It was a joke! Felix, I was joking. Come on, let's just go eat.
Heh. Wow, Dimitri is literally unable to deepen bonds right now. That's crazy.
Oh, were you looking for me, Felix?
You were injured in the last battle. Are you okay?
I'm fine now. Thank you for your concern.
You really are troublesome.
I'm so sorry. I didn't want to get in your way out there. I just couldn't help but worry. I was only trying to keep an eye on you.
What are you even doing on the battlefield? You endangered yourself and got hurt. Such a stupid thing to do.
Yes, of course, you're right. I have no excuses.
If you intend to carry on being such a fool, you'd best stay near me.
Felix,
sure?
relax.
I'd hate to get in your way again.
You can
Hmm?
You can keep thinking of me as your little brother. And that'd be better than going through this again.
But I thought you didn't like that. Didn't you say you were fed up with it?
Oh, that's gross.
I am fed up with it. I've already spent years filling in for someone who's dead. My older brother inspired love and respect. He was a great knight. He died. Since his death, his memory has followed me around like a shadow.
Oh, I didn't know you had a brother too.
I don't let my personal feelings distract me on the battlefield. Still, do I really remind you of him?
Well, you don't look like him, but something about you feels so familiar. It just makes me want to protect you. That's not to say that you're incapable or unreliable or anything like that. In fact, it's quite the opposite. You're the one who just came to check on me.
You need to pay attention to your surroundings. You're reckless. Lives are at stake, including mine when I have to run over and save your skin.
Yes, I'll try to be more careful. Thank you for being so kind, Felix.
If you can call it that.
Whatever.
Oh, that was nice. Felix. It's called growth. Ooh, him and Annette.
Oh, how I just love to clean the library room. Just takes a flash of light, and then it all goes boom. A flash, and then a big boom.
If you blow up the library, where will we put the books?
A flash, and then a big bang! What are you doing here, Felix?
I heard singing.
You were watching me again, weren't you?
Well, your skill is impressive, I'll admit.
Oh, today of all days. I knew I should have chosen a different song.
A different song? Like what?
Any of them. The box song, or maybe the dungeon song.
Now those sound interesting.
No, they're just regular songs. Forget it. While you're here, can you help me clean up? I need the books on that shelf up there, but I can't reach them.
Oh, sure, no problem.
Oh, look at that.
What? You're not going to sing anymore?
No way! It's too embarrassing. And that song isn't even finished anyway.
Ah, that's too bad. I wanted to hear what happened after the library was blown away.
Hey, don't look at me like that. Okay, fine. If you insist, I'll sing just a bit more. Oh, how I just love to clean the library room. Just takes a flash of light, and then it all goes boom. A flash, and then a big boom. Suddenly the deed is done. My, what a great job I did. Who says cleaning isn't fun?
Huh. That doesn't really explain what happened with the library. Maybe they'll build a new one?
Oh, this is so embarrassing.
He's literally just trying to make sense of the song. Oh, he has support with Sedith. That might be interesting to see.
Why are you taking over my cleaning responsibilities?
You're wounded, and you're going too slowly. I couldn't stand to watch.
You're still fretting over me, are you? I'm fine now, really. It wasn't even serious.
I could have handled the situation alone. That enemy wasn't much of a threat.
Yes, we all know you could have. But I also didn't want to risk something unforeseen befalling you. I've been doing some thinking. I feel a bit lost. I don't know that I'm cut out to be a knight after all. Without fulfilling that dream, without being a knight, I've been asking myself where my place is in the world. And I think I found my answer. I don't want to lose anyone anymore. So I want to protect those I hold dear.
That's why you were protecting me, huh? What a fool you are.
Foolish to act in line with what I value most? Were I to die, I would die knowing I followed my heart, my truest calling. I've been reading through more of that book I was telling you about. Recall the hypothetical question it posed? Do you carry out the orders or protect your hometown?
You've been reading that garbage again?
The book never specified that one should prioritize the commander's orders. Instead, it suggested that one should follow their heart in the matter. That's what a knight, that's what anyone being true to themselves should do.
That's just the editor's opinion.
Of course, and I find value in that opinion. Glenn died following his heart, not heeding the commands of the country or even the royal family. His death pains me to this day. It was a tragedy. But had he survived, I think he would have suffered. I will follow his example. No matter the outcome, no matter the circumstance, I believe in myself.
You know nothing.
What is it that you know then? What is it you fight for, Felix?
My own beliefs.
I see no difference from my own stance.
You don't understand.
You fight to be stronger than everyone, that you might protect those you care for, correct?
Okay, fine. You do understand. My point is, don't let this happen again. If you died, I'd be annoyed.
To avoid annoyance, then, I suggest you continue to grow stronger. If that happens, I might allow you to protect me too.
You're insufferable.
They should probably be together. Not gonna lie. Well, Felix wants to speak to Byleth. Okay. Before all that happens, oh, everyone wants to speak to Byleth. Of course they do. Let's go with Ash and Annette.
Oh, how unlucky that we were assigned to clean this ancient tower.
It's not a pleasant job, but someone has to do it.
With all the windows boarded up, it's so dark. And there are strange noises. Like that noise. What was that? A rat? Tell me it was a rat.
Better than a ghost.
You're not scared of ghosts, are you, Ash? I didn't think you'd be.
You haven't seen what I've seen.
You haven't seen what I've seen.
Oh no! What was that noise?
It's okay. It's just the wind blowing the door shut. Oh no, the latch is rusted. It won't budge.
What? You mean we're trapped in here?
I'm sorry. I didn't think to prop the door open.
Don't worry about that now. We need to think of a way out of here.
Well, what if we were to pry the boards off the windows?
Yes, that! We can do it in no time.
Oh, there's something on my face!
Calm down, Ash. It's a cobweb. Just a cobweb. We've got to pull ourselves together. Now, which of the windows should we check? I can't stand it here in the pitch dark.
Oh, I've got one here. Stand back.
Wow, Ash.
Oh, we made it.
I wouldn't want to go through that again. For a moment there, I didn't think we'd make it out alive. No. Oh, wait! I've lost it. It's gone.
What is it?
The doll my father gave me. Oh, I must have dropped it.
In the tower? Are you going back for it?
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I've been meaning to throw it out for a while now.
What a liar.
Are you sure? If it was a gift from your father...
Yes, but it can't be helped. Let's just get back to the monastery.
Right.
Aw. Ash and Ingrid. Ash has support with the
There you
taskbar.
are, Ingrid.
Whoa, hi Ash. You seem excited. What's that you're holding?
A book I found in town. I bought it for you.
For me? Ash, this looks very costly. Antique books like this are never cheap. Wow. The cover is stunning, and the binding is still in fantastic condition.
I drove a hard bargain. Still, I'll probably have to cut back on my spending for a while.
Aww.
Why did you go to so much trouble?
It wasn't easy, but as soon as I came across this legend, I knew you had to read it too.
Well then, I will read it. Oh, the knight on the cover looks striking.
Fascinating, right? I was captivated from the moment I laid eyes on the cover.
There's an aura of stoicism intermingled with beauty, even amid a gruesome battle. Wait, looking closer at the face, this knight is a woman.
Yes, and she was a real historical figure. She was born into a noble family and bore a crest, but she was accepted into the king's service as a knight. She fought in many battles at her king's side, serving him all her life as his right hand. Oh, sorry, I've said too much. I didn't mean to spoil the story for you. I'm just so excited. I hope you enjoy it too.
Thank you for the encouragement, Ash. Living as a knight is certainly not an easy task. I know it will mean much pain, strife, and heartache. But I still want to pursue that dream. Talking to you has reminded me. I'm not the type who gives up easily.
There you go,
That's
Ingrid.
the Ingrid I know.
So to start, I'm going to read this book.
Great! When you're finished and freshly inspired, we'll talk about becoming knights. Not the ones in stories either. The real thing.
I look forward to it, Ash.
I really like their relationship. It's really cute. And Ash still. Ooh! Ooh! Okay, first with Catherine. I got excited there.
Hello, Catherine. I thought I might find you here.
Is there something I can do for you, Ash?
Yes. Could you tell me what you know about this?
This is quite an old letter. Where'd you find it?
It was found in the bishop's room during the inquiry of the Western Church.
I see. It's one of the documents you collected.
This letter mentions my brother, Christoph Gaspar, by name. He was executed by the church for allegedly taking part in the tragedy of Duscur. I know you were the one who turned him over. But this letter isn't about that. It's about a plot to assassinate Lady Rhea. If my brother's name is in here, that means this plot predates the tragedy. So there was another plot against Lady Rhea in the past, and my brother was somehow involved.
Ah.
I can tell by your face that you know something. Tell me, Catherine. Please, I deserve to know.
Christoph was a good man. Maybe too good. It wasn't in his nature to mistrust people. So when the Western Church told him that Lady Rhea had to die for the goddess's sake, or the world's, he went along with it.
Just how well did you know my brother?
Christoph and I were friends. We were in the Blue Lion House together at the academy.
If
Wow,
you were friends,
I didn't know that.
Why did you hand him over to be executed? There must have been another way.
No. If there was another option, I'd have chosen it. But he was foolish. He went along with the plan to assassinate Lady Rhea. I wasn't motivated by a personal grudge. I had no choice but to turn him in, that much is true.
I can't believe that my brother would try to assassinate Lady Rhea. But if he did, that means the church was lying about his involvement in the tragedy of Duscur, doesn't it?
Lying is a strong word. The world was in chaos, and the church did what it had to. If people had known about the threat to Lady Rhea's life, the panic would only have worsened.
So you're saying everything in this letter is true?
You can choose what to believe. All I know is I let him die, and that's something I can never change. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Catherine, wait! Please!
Oh, I need to explore that. Oh, I really need to explore that. Ash and happier, Max. Excited for this.
This is why I keep telling people we need to keep her underground. It's a miracle that no one was hurt. Next time, we may not be so lucky.
What makes you so certain this incident was caused by her sighing? It seems unfair to cast blame until you're truly sure.
Isn't it obvious? A horde of monsters appeared out of nowhere and attacked us.
Uh-oh. You guys are talking about me, aren't you?
There you are. You won't get away with this crime. I'll make sure everyone knows who was to blame.
Hey, you didn't answer my question.
He doesn't care what we have to say. Forget about it.
No, you told me you had nothing to do with this. I can't just leave it alone.
Yes, you can. And you don't need to worry about it.
But I do. What if they pressured you into confessing something you hadn't actually done? They mean well, but they seem to think they have good reasons to suspect you. Those suspicions could lead to forceful questioning. They'll do anything to get to the bottom of this.
You're probably right. If he has his way, they'll do whatever they can to pin it on me. What about you? There isn't some part of you that agrees with that creep?
No. I know you don't sigh unless you absolutely can't help it. You would never endanger people like that unless something pushed you over the edge. I know this wasn't your fault. You said as much, and I believe you.
That's sweet. But unfortunately, your conviction isn't good for much on its own. We have no proof.
Then we'll find proof. If you didn't cause it, then something else did. We just have to find out what. I'll investigate the site where we were attacked. There could be a monster nest nearby.
You're so darn trusting, Freckles. For all you know, I could be lying.
Your commitment to honesty is as strong as mine. You'd never turn your back on our common bond.
What are you?
You're just like the Luna Knight.
Hey, come on. I was being serious.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you, I promise. I guess part of me
Happy's
was
so
hoping to meet one
gorgeous.
of those storybook heroes. Now I finally have.
If that's how you feel, then I'm going to live up to it. I'll do my best to make sure you never sigh again.
Aww. Ash, you're too good for this world, my dude. Sylvain and Ingrid, please enlighten my soul.
Training on your own? You really do work hard.
I hate to break it to you, Sylvain, but there's nobody here for you to flirt with. So there's not much reason to hang around.
You're here, aren't you?
Oof.
How ridiculous. Almost as ridiculous as your face.
You'd really say something like that to a handsome guy like me? I'm crushed. Joking aside, may I join you? I only came out here so I could train too.
Sure, just don't get in my way.
I've been thinking about it, and I really depend on you. Maybe that's weird since I'm older than you, but still.
Hitting on me? Again? Have some dignity, would you?
No, I'm being honest. I thought you'd listen. Hey, I'd like it if you didn't get too far away from me on the battlefield, okay? Just stay where I can see you.
I'll stay as long as I can. You're useless without me, after all.
Oof.
What? No, I'm saying if there's one thing I can do on the battlefield, it's keep you safe.
Whatever helps you feel better. Stay and protect me, then. I couldn't bear it if you went off and died on me while I wasn't around.
I'm pretty sure that's my line.
It's getting late. We'd better head out.
You're right. I'm exhausted anyway.
You haven't been practicing enough. All that time you waste chasing after women would be better spent training. I'll train with you anytime, so just... What's that strange look for?
Well, you're going to think I'm being a jerk or hitting on you or whatever. When we're side by side like this, training, I feel, I don't know, oddly at ease.
I know what you mean. It's probably because we've been friends for so long.
That must be it. Let's never change. Friends forever?
Absolutely. No matter what happens, we'll always be friends, Sylvain.
Well, that was relatively platonic, so I no longer know what to feel about those two. Annette and Mercedes are maxed.
Annie, do you have a moment? Is this about what happened when we were shopping? If so, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Not so fast. I haven't properly apologized yet. So, I'm sorry. I got scared. Imagine if something bad happened to you because of me.
Mercy.
You would have just run away if you were on your own, wouldn't you? Instead, You acted defensively because I was there. I dragged you down.
Mercy, you're upsetting me! How dare you say that you dragged me down? You know why I was acting so recklessly? Because I wanted to protect my best friend in the whole world.
Annie.
Do you remember when we first enrolled at the academy? It seemed like everyone was leagues ahead of us and so far out of reach. I felt completely hopeless. But because you were there, I didn't lose hope. So, don't say stupid things about how you dragged me down or how you don't deserve things.
Thank you for saying that. And again, I'm sorry. You're just so important to me. I know I could never find another friend like you. You've stayed by my side through thick and thin. I wouldn't be able to forgive myself if anything happened to you because of me.
Mercy, can we be friends again?
Of course, Annie. Friends forever.
We were supposed to
Good.
be
I don't know what I would have done
forever.
if we hadn't found a way to make up.
I'm sorry. I should have said something sooner.
No, I'm the one who should have stopped being so stubborn and said something. You know, now that everything's as it should be, I'm suddenly starving.
That's just like you. Come, let's go for tea.
Ooh, let's! And we should have some Mercy-baked sweets on the side. I think I love you more than just about anything in the world.
Aww.
You do? Oh, Annie, you're too sweet.
Not as sweet as your baking. I love your baking more than anything in the world, too. Other than you.
Well, I'm always happy to bake for you, Annie.
I'm so happy to have you bake, back.
They're cute. Jeez, Violet, you need to speak to everybody. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna... Who do you want to speak to? Yuri! They're finally done, yes.
Finally, you've arrived. I was beginning to get impatient. Have a seat.
What are you on about?
I'm not on about anything. Let's have dinner together, Yuri.
What is this? Did you make it?
I did. It's a simple dish. My culinary skills are fairly basic.
Hold on. What exactly is this about?
You cook for me, I cook for you. That's how this works. It may not be quite as elegant a meal as that of a Drestian or Leicester cuisine, but the food of Faerghus is delicious nonetheless.
Thank you for the meal. It was lovely, Ingrid. The flavors were nostalgic. Reminded me of when I lived with my mother and the Elder. I was actually born in a poor town in Faerghus. The flavors in this dish remind me of those days. Sorry. I didn't mean to compare a meal made by nobility with the meager food I grew up eating.
No offense taken. To tell the truth, although my house is a noble one, it's also lacking in money. Our territory was struck by famine, and we ate whatever the land gave us, which wasn't much. We took what we could, just like everyone.
I see. Well, I must say that your cooking is quite to my taste. Any meal made with so much thought and care is bound to be delicious.
Why, thank you. High praise indeed, from someone who knows their way around a kitchen.
To survive in this world means to sharpen many skills, whether it's cooking or anything else, really. Although I've got to say, I do enjoy cooking. And if my meals can bring a smile to someone's face, all the better. Celebrating victories with friends, sitting around a table with loved ones, watching someone enjoy the meal I made them. Few things bring me more joy.
Have you ever considered giving up being the Lord of the Underworld and becoming a chef instead?
A chef, huh? You know, that doesn't sound half bad.
If you ever do, I'd come to your restaurant and eat whatever you'd whipped up every day.
I'd like that very much. I'd work extra hard so I could see that lovely smile of yours.
You are just too much. I can hardly maintain my composure around you.
Did I say something wrong?
Not at all, Yuri. Not at all.
Alright, so that should be the last of our regular supports. The rest of them are going to be on the overworld, but there are... We still got some time, and I want to get through as much of it as possible. So we're not going to... First things first, I want to go to unit appearance, and just make sure that in battle, Byleth looks like her monastery self. Can it... That's actually kind of cool. But this feels more right for some reason. There's no difference. Felix, in battle, I want you looking like from the monastery, because that's just you. It feels right. I'm actually probably going to do that for most of the students. Although Mercedes, as a Gremory, that's really cute. I'm going to keep her like that. Annette as a dancer, probably same thing. Yeah, I'll keep her in that dress. Ingrid, we'll keep her in this. Which doesn't change. Okay, bummer. The rest of them I'm not interested in, per se. Alright, so, big thing. Let's go ahead and grab all of these quests, and we'll do the support conversations in the meantime. Where's this quest? Right here.
Do you have time for a request?
Fishing for the big one. Oh, heck me, dude. We need a fish now? Catch the mysterious fish. I guess we'll go with insect larva. What's the mysterious fish? I'm guessing it's the purple one. Oh, great. Oh, great. Oh, great. Oh, good lord. I'm doing so bad. That was so bad. Well, I got your mysterious fish. I didn't mean to do that. Can I reel in my line? There we go. Alright, I had to redeem myself.
You've done me a great service.
There, I got that for you. Someone wants a conversation right here, so we're gonna oblige them real quick.
Professor.
Gilbert, yes.
I am sorry to make you tag along with my shopping trip like this. You are very kind to offer your help, even though this is my duty.
I'm happy to help.
In return, I will gladly come to your aid when you need it someday. Though I fear there may not be so many things I can help you with.
Could you help with my combat training?
I would be glad to. However, I would likely learn more from you than you would from me.
That's
you
not
made
necessarily
a living as
true.
a mercenary under Captain Gerald's guidance. As a comparatively new member of the Knights of Seiros, I was not so familiar with his past exploits. Yet, clashing swords with him, even just a handful of times, was enough for his abilities to astound me. You, as one trained by him, must have those same great talents. I have devoted my life to the path of a knight, yet I find your mercenary experience lends your blade...
Wait up! Catch me if you can. Come on, this way. This way.
I know that voice.
Even in dark times such as these, children can find joy in life.
I never knew you could smile, Gilbert.
Was I smiling? Please, forget you saw that. I do not have the right to such pleasures.
The right?
Indeed. For those we have lost will never be able to smile again. I am sorry. I did not mean to trouble you with such talk. Come, let us head back.
He's got burdens that he carries, man, that we're gonna explore. Alright, let's check the map. Where's the next one? Alright. We'll go ahead and grab these 2 quests. What do you want from me, my friend? Search for a remnant, that the merchant, yada yada. We already know what Anna wants.
I hope there's... Hey!
Yep. Peculiar trend, that's fine. Find something of historical significance. Where might that be? Not sure, okay. I am gonna go ahead and snag this conversation with Ingrid.
Apologies for bothering you so late. I just really wanted to speak with you.
I'm happy to listen.
Thank you. You see, I've been feeling conflicted about my future. It may seem petty to worry about such things in the middle of a war like this.
Let's hear it anyway.
This isn't something I open up about with many people. Feeling such a sense of inner turmoil while a war rages on, and others are fighting with all they have, well, it feels a little selfish. The truth is, I've wanted to be a knight ever since I was a small child. Not just any knight, like one you might find serving within the castle guard, but a true knight, one serving a master. However, my father has always had different plans for me. He wants me to marry, for the benefit of the Galatea family.
You don't have to do what you don't want to.
Defying my father feels wrong. I've seen how he struggled over the years. His burden has always been far greater than any I've had to bear myself. While he fed me extravagant meals, he subsisted on meager portions and watered-down soups. He never once complained, even though he must have been starving. Knowing his sacrifices, I've never been able to tell him of my dream of becoming a knight. Now that this war has begun, my father has allowed me to fight for my homeland. But even if I do become a knight, I feel an unease deep within me. I fear I will never escape this guilt I carry, that I have shunned my duty as a noble.
Can you not find a way to do both?
To follow both my dream and my duty? I had never considered that as an option. Perhaps there is a way. Even with the academy days long behind us, you're still a professor through and through. Always listening to others' troubles and offering up your wisdom. I really am grateful for all that you do for us, Professor. I hope you'll always be here as a guide to everyone. I know I myself would appreciate that deeply.
Alright, Ingrid's fully motivated. Where to next? We can actually step right through here.
Okay.
And go ahead and grab... There's a quest over here. 2 quests.
Hey, I could use a hand.
Head to the battle against the pirates is fine.
I need a favor.
I think that's another battle. We're gonna want to come out here and make our way to this conversation.
Professor.
There's a conversation to be had. Mercedes.
Do you have a moment, Professor? I need to speak with you. Thank you so much. This is what I wanted to address. This letter from my adoptive father just arrived.
Adoptive father?
Oh, have I not mentioned him? He's the reason I first came to the Officers' Academy. He's also the one who dragged me from the church where I was living, just so he could use my crest.
I don't understand.
My crest does not yet belong to a house, so he plans to use it as leverage to marry into the nobility. He's a very greedy man who was a roving merchant before adopting me, but now he's in the capital. This letter says that he's finally arranged to marry me off to a wealthy noble. I know he's just thinking of himself, but can't he see that this isn't a priority when we're at war?
My thoughts exactly.
I don't know what to do about this proposal.
Will you accept?
I can't see any way around it, so I fear that I must. I just don't want to let go of the life that I've made for myself. I know it's not what my heart wants, but I don't have the strength to say no.
What does your heart want?
I believe I've mentioned this before, but I want to work in service of the church. Well, I suppose it doesn't necessarily have to be the church, but I want to help those in need. If I were to marry a noble, I think it would be difficult to realize that dream.
Why can't you decline?
It's just, I've always allowed myself to follow the whims of those above me. I convinced myself that everything in life was at the will of the goddess. I was blind to reality. I believed it was her will to both pull me from the church and guide me to the officers' academy. The decision to enter this war was the first time I acted of my own free will. My adoptive father opposed this decision, but I somehow managed to convince him. Still, I couldn't free myself of him completely. This letter is proof of that. It's not that I'm scared of him, but there is something that worries me.
Severing your ties?
I knew you'd understand, Professor. I've sat down to write a reply several times, but I can't muster up the courage or the words. I was hoping you could provide me with the encouragement I need.
You can't just give up on your dreams.
That's a very good point. We're only given one life, so we must do all we can to pursue our happiness. Okay. I think that may have been just the push I was looking for. I'll tell him the truth. That I found a life worth pursuing, and I must decline the proposal. Maybe I should tell him I've fallen for someone else.
Who might that be?
Why, it's you, Professor. Isn't that obvious?
I wouldn't say obvious.
I'm just teasing. Now I'm off to write this letter and stand my ground. Thank you for your encouragement.
Good for you, Mercedes. Ingrid could take a page out of that book. Alright, let's go to the dining hall. We'll go ahead and grab these other two support conversations. Alright, so there's a quest right here.
To ask.
And then where's the conversation? Let's go right around this corner here. Can't go right around this corner here. Lol. This way, I guess then. Yeah. Sylvain.
Ugh, that hurts. Ah, Professor. Thanks for stopping by.
How's your injury?
It's not bad. I was even told I'd be cleared for service starting tomorrow. Besides, I got this scar fighting for you. It's almost like a medal or something.
Are you happy you protected me?
When I thought you were going to be killed for real, my reflexes kicked in. I reacted without thinking. It doesn't mean I've stopped being jealous of you. But come on, I can't help but look up to you. If I'd had the guts to run away from home, I wonder if I would have cared as little about my crest as you do yours.
You didn't have the courage?
No. But if I thought I could have escaped, I would have tried. I'd leave behind House Gautier, and the life of a nobleman, and anybody who knew I had a crest. Our home is to the very north of the kingdom. Just across the mountains from us is land inhabited by foreigners to Fodlan. It once belonged to Faerghus, but now that the kingdom has collapsed, it's only a matter of time until fighting breaks out. Anyway, that land has been contested for centuries, and all that time, it has fallen to House Gautier to protect it. Actually, our Lance of Ruin has been doing most of the protecting.
I remember, 5 years ago.
Those were dangerous times. One wrong step, and we would have lost our relic to the church. My father was afraid that the church would try to keep the lance, so he entrusted it to me. If an emergency arose, I was supposed to be called back home. I guess those very situations are why my family values crests so much. Since I bear a crest, my parents made sure I was never left wanting. My older brother didn't have one, and so when I was born, he was pushed aside. You know, he once shoved me in a well. He left me on the mountainside in the middle of winter, too.
You didn't try to get him back?
Even as a little kid, I understood why he was like that. My mere existence stole everything from him. I have no right to complain when I am surrounded by people who would give anything to bear a crest, but do not. Now, women smile at me for the same reason my parents adore me, and my brother wanted me dead. And I have to meet them all with a smile and a wink, because I have a crest.
So what you really feel towards women is...
The women who just want to use me to become nobility? Hatred's probably the right word. Though, in the end, that's just an easy answer. I don't even know how I truly feel about it all. Anyway, it was pretty unreasonable of me to resent you. I'm really sorry about that. And I want to say thank you, Professor. Seriously, thank you.
For what?
Before I met you, I'd gone my whole life not knowing there was another way for me to live. So, from the bottom of my heart, I'm glad we met.
I am too. My battery is crying at me right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and grab this last support conversation. Right? It's the last one? There's 2 more. Okay.
Hey.
We're gonna grab these last 2 support conversations.
Professor.
And then I will take care of the rest of my exploring off screen.
Finally, I notched a win against you.
I almost had you.
True, it was a narrow victory. When we spar, I feel like I'm revisiting my past.
Why?
It's like training with my brother. He always won, always, and died before I could win a single bout. From the first time I held a sword, all I wanted was to surpass him. And that's what drove me to become so strong. Perhaps it's absurd to say such a thing, but I've spent all these years training for a duel with a corpse.
You found an answer to my question.
Yes, I suppose I did. I can never again spar with my brother, not unless he climbs out of his grave. Still, I continue my endless pursuit of strength. Maybe because I have a new opponent to measure myself against.
Who? Come on, Byleth. Oh, look at that!
You,
look at her
obviously.
eyes! She was being
I
so
beat you
coy.
this time, but when we next cross swords, who knows what might happen. It was a close match, not a crushing victory. I know that I can do better. I will surpass you in strength, and then I'll become stronger still.
Don't count me out yet.
Just what I was hoping you'd say. Anyway, thank you for helping me find an answer to the question you asked all those years ago.
Alright. Last but not least, we have a conversation up here at the cathedral. We're going to wrap up with this support conversation, And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take care of all of our exploring needs off screen, take care of some battles the rest of the month, you know how it goes, and we'll probably jump into the mission next episode.
Professor.
Ash, yes, perfect way to end the episode.
Oh, hey, Professor.
You're chipper as ever.
Actually, I ran into that thief while I was shopping just now.
Thief?
Maybe you don't remember. It's been quite a while. The man who stole the book from that market stall. I saw him on the street with his kid. They were both so grateful. It's a really nice feeling.
I'm glad it all worked out.
Yeah, but it did seem like they were still having trouble getting by. I guess what you said to me back then was right. My actions didn't really solve the problem. I can't help everyone no matter how much I try. If I had the money or power, maybe, but I don't.
You'll get there, no need to rush.
You know, a long time ago, Leonardo said nearly the same thing to me. I think it was when I tried to look after the horses all on my own. I really messed that up. He said, "You're not quite ready for this yet, but there's no need to rush." I know I can't help very many people right now, but I think doing what I can for those I see in front of me is still worthwhile. I have to believe that, at least.
That's just like you, Ash.
Thanks. That's reassuring to hear. What about you, Professor? Has anything been troubling you lately? I'd be happy to help, as long as it's not looking after horses. You might not want to trust me with that.
Why, do I look troubled?
I genuinely enjoy helping people. It's a great feeling making someone smile. So if there's anything I can do for you, I want to do it, because I care about you.
That's really kind. No, that's really kind.
You think so? It's just what anyone would do, really. So what'll it be? How can I help?
Just chat with me a while longer.
I'm happy to, if that's what you'd like.
Alright, and with that, we are going to go ahead and wrap this one up here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like, leave a comment down below, ring that notification bell so you never miss an upload, and subscribe to the channel, and I will talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.